Coach Cameron, head coach of the cheerleading team. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Jack. How are
Awesome.
you?
I'm doing great. All right, so we have some questions for you, so let's go ahead and start that.
So my first question, what are your expectations for participation with all the different people on the team?
I have very high expectations. I expect the girls to show up for practice, but not only that, I expect to use each one of them individually and make sure that all of their gifts and talents are being utilized while they're on the team.
Yeah. So my other thing, how do you handle like disagreements or complications with the team, with you? How
Yeah,
does that go?
absolutely. So if it was two girls on the team, first, I'd give them time to resolve it on their own. Uh, Mostly because I understand that we're a team full of girls. Things are gonna happen, drama's gonna start, and that's just part of it. But if I have to get involved, it's something that we can have a sit down conversation about. I think up front, kind of explaining to the girls in the beginning my expectations for them and their behavior involving each other is hopefully going to help sort through some of that. Although I do expect that that's probably going to happen at some point, that, sitting down with them will remind them that they kind of made an agreement to get along.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The sophomore friend Cash. So my question is, how will you implement the Catholic faith into your cheer program?
I'm really excited to do that. So I have a few ideas. The first thing that's like on the forefront of my mind is after tryouts, we're gonna have a little retreat to kind of show the girls that being a cheerleader is more than the skirt. When I was in
Right.
high school, somebody kind of made a judgment on me about being a cheerleader, and that sat with me my whole entire life since that moment. So I just want to share with them that it's worth so much more than that. And you can be an athlete, you can be a cheerleader, and you can also be a holy daughter of God.
That's right. So what can you say to like the younger girls who are thinking about joining the cheer team, like at a middle school level and high school level?
If you're interested, come on. But be warned, it's not just like dancing and hanging out all the time. There's a lot more to cheerleading. It is a hard sport, and we expect greatness. I feel like this program has set us up to be a great program, and it always has been. And
That's right.
I intend to carry on that same expectation.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
I believe Jack has a
Yeah, I
question.
Oh.
do have some questions. So, Coach Cameron, what was it like coming to St. Michael as like a new teacher?
Oh, wow. That's it's been a great year. I really wasn't sure how I was gonna love teaching, but Uh, I've put pretty much my whole self into it, and I've learned a lot of things, and there's been some bumps, but it's been a really, really fun time and opportunity. I'm really grateful to have been able to come here.
Absolutely. And I know you before you became the head coach, you were still associated with the cheer team and everything that went on there. So what was your biggest challenge with the cheer team up until now?
Oh, I would say having the girls see that, that their expectations are like I do have expectations and I want them to meet them. It's not just I'm just going to tell you to do something and if you don't do it, whatever. It's I expect those things to be met.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Coach Cameron.
Mm.
All right, I'm
Having it
Evan
over to Evan.
Hilton. I'm a junior, and my first question is, what have you done to prepare to be the coach?
Oh, so much. So much. I've thought about coaching a cheerleading team for a few years now. I've been coaching at a recreational tumbling gym for a while, and I fell in love with coaching when I was y'all's age. So I always thought that this was something I could do, and so I've been praying and asking God for this opportunity for actually probably like 5 to 10 years. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
My second one is, how do you feel about the lack of seniors doing cheer? Like, are you gonna go try to get some seniors, or are you just gonna like embrace the youngness of the team?
uh, I obviously would love to have more seniors, and leadership is really important. But I think there is also something to embracing the youngness of the team. A lot of them being newer at St. Michael is going to be a challenge, but also a great opportunity to be like, this is your way that you can show this school what it means to be a Cardinal cheerleader. From an early age versus that's a lot harder with the older ones. But I would love to have more seniors, although, you know, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Calvin Asher Jr. at St. Michael. What are your previous experiences with cheer as a coach or just in general and being on the team?
Okay. Um, when I cheered in high school, I just decided to cheer because I knew how to do flips and I didn't know what else to use them for. So I decided to cheer, fell in love with it pretty quickly. Decided I wanted to cheer in college, so I took that next step at the University of South Alabama, cheered there for 3 years, and then all throughout that, I worked at Next Level Tumbling. It's a recreational tumbling gym in the area since I was 16 years old. So through that tumbling, yes, tumbling's a big part of cheer, and so I have a lot of experience coaching that, but I worked with mostly cheerleaders. There's some gymnasts and some dancers, but mostly cheerleaders. So I have gotten to like gather information from a lot of different schools and how they run their programs as well.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thanks.
My second question for you is, what are you most looking forward to, like as an upcoming coach for the team?
The community. I'm excited to lead them.
Mhm.
I'm excited to lead them and to serve them and to show them what it means to lead and serve themselves. I want them to hopefully see me as someone that they can uh, look at as a role model, but also be someone that they can trust.
Mhm.
So I look forward to that a lot.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chase Morris, freshman.
Yes.
Uh, what are your expectations for your first year as a coach, success-wise?
Success wise, so we are planning to still do a traditional competition routine. So I mean, making it to state would just make me very, very happy. We've got there's a lot of changes going on this year, including me coming in. So I'm not gonna have like extremely high expectations, but I expect that they're gonna perform and work hard just as much as they have in the past. Yeah.
And my second question is, was your plan coming to St. Michael being a coach, or were you just thinking you're just going to be a theology teacher?
Uh, Kind of yes and no, because although I didn't know that it would ever work out in the way that I would be the coach, I always like had it in the back of my head that if that ever worked out, I would love to do it. So yes and no. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Rocko Fupu, and I'm a junior here. And I have two questions for you. My first one is, what strategies do you have in mind for building like fostering the chemistry between your team, your new team? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I would say this retreat I'm hoping will be something because, having these girls that are coming in from the eighth grade level, they're not going to really know anyone. And so I'm hoping this retreat kind of gives them an opportunity to get to know each other, and to also mix them up and kind of force them out of their comfort zones. I don't want them to just be stuck with, two or three other people that they hang out with all the time.
right.
I want them to kind of branch out. And so there's several ways cheerleading is actually really cool because I have the opportunity where I could do that with them simply because we can put them in different stunt groups and change people around pretty easily. So, yeah, I'm excited to kind of make them uncomfortable, but in a way that's like, for their good.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I hope that retreat goes well. And then my second question is, do you plan on expanding I guess how would I word it? I guess like adding coaches to your team?
Yeah. So actually, this morning, I hired somebody to help me out as an assistant coach, mostly at the middle school level because we have a middle school team as well. But she'll also help out with the high schoolers. I'm really excited. She is an old coworker from Next Level. She did NCA summer camps for I think 3 years, and she cheered at Troy. So between the two of us, we're covering Troy and South Alabama with our connections and our experience.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
I'm Ryan Garlock. I'm a junior, and my question is, what changes will be made to the cheer program under your leadership from previous years?
That's a really good question. Um, I'm not going to say that there's going to be an abundance of changes. I'm still going to have high expectations that I'm going to treat the girls like they are athletes because I believe that they are. And so, in that aspect, a lot of it's going to stay the same. Hopefully, we can get on the right track as to, how practices need to be managed and what times they need to start so that everybody's able to get there and be able to put their whole self into it. And then there's, a spiritual aspect that I'm really hoping to bring to these girls. I don't want them to just walk away from this program thinking that they had a great cheerleading experience, but that they had multiple opportunities to grow in their faith. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Sam Crosby, and I was gonna ask, what's your favorite part about teaching?
Ooh. There's several things, but I would say probably the banter between me and the students. Some of my students would probably tell you that, but I really enjoy um, talking to them and interacting with them like in a funny, goofy way. And so they're kind of keeping me young, reminding me that I'm not as young as I used to be. But they've been all of my students have been really, really fun to teach, and getting to know them has definitely been the best part. And I just hope that they takes anything from my class.
And what's the hardest part about teaching?
Um, I would say being able to see if when students aren't interested and having to like adjust. I was not something I was like, I don't know, ever told that I was going to have to do. And maybe that's not like a necessary thing, but I would like to make sure that my class is interesting. I am teaching about Jesus, and the goal is for people to take something away from it and not just tone it out or think that it's just another academic. I want it to be something special. So I try to be as entertaining as possible, but it can be very, very hard because it is school after all. Yeah.
Hey, Bryce Morgan, a junior here at St. Michael. How do you plan on helping the team balance their academic life and their athletic life?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to this year. We're going to have a cheer PE. So they'll have practice mostly during the school day. There was only going to be 1 or 2 days that they really go later after school. So I'm hoping that's going to help them out a lot. And then if I'm very open because I work at the school, I'm very open to having specific opportunities for them to have study hall and being able to monitor them and give them whatever support that they need so that they are successful.
Okay. How do you plan on making sure the team keeps up with your expectations?
Uh, Staying on them, reminding them that I have expectations and actually holding myself accountable in a way to make sure that if somebody needs to be talked to, that I don't put it off and I talk to them right then, making sure that oh, your grades are slipping, we need to do something about this. If that means you need to sit out for the next practice and just do some homework or just study for that test, whatever you need to do, but staying on top of them, but also reminding myself that I have to do it as well. It's almost homework on my part.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Toby. I'm a junior here. Did any of your family members do cheer like your mom or maybe an older sister?
No, first generation cheerleader, I guess. I've never heard that term before. But yeah, my mom said she put me in gymnastics when I was younger so that I would have the opportunity if it ever presented itself. I guess maybe she wanted to be one. But no, that was just kind of handed to me through, I guess, her desire for it, but then also gymnastics. I fell in love with that sport as a kid, and cheerleading's kind of like the next closest thing. So
And how long have you lived here in Baldwin County?
my whole life. The only time I didn't live in Baldwin County was when I was in college. So,
Hmm.
yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Cameron.
Hi,
Coach
Sam.
Cameron. My first question is, how did you get into cheer in the first place?
So I went to Christ the King growing up, so kindergarten through 8th grade, and then St. Michael wasn't here yet, so I went to Daphne High School. But I was in 8th grade, and I guess I used to flip and do tumbling down at PE and at recess and all of that. So the PE coach just came up to me and was like, gave me a tryout form and was like, "You should try out for the cheerleading team. Your flips are really good." And so I just decided to go for it, and it was really scary for me. I did not know a single person there, and I think the whole entire week of tryouts, I still didn't feel like I made a bunch of friends. So I was really scared going into it, but excited that I'd made the team. Yeah.
And then, do you have a favorite cheer team?
What do you mean, like a college team?
Yeah, competitive cheer or St. Michael.
Oh, yeah. Well, St. Michael, but I mean, because I didn't grow up watching cheer, so it's hard for me to say that I grew up favoring any specific teams. But whenever I was in high school, I really loved watching the All-Star Team World Cup All-Stars. And then right now, watching University of Alabama and Ole Miss all-girl. They give me inspiration.
Nice. Is there, before we wrap this up, is there one last thing you want to say to the St. Michael community?
I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to do this. This has been something that I've been looking forward to for a long time. I've been thinking up different things of how I could be a great cheer coach for like the past 5 years. So I I'm excited, and I hope it goes as well as I'm excited for. But everyone be patient with me as I'm going to do my best, but I'm excited to be here.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
All right, Coach Cameron. Thank you for your time. We appreciate we appreciate you letting us interview. Thank you to our camera crew, Mr. Madsen and Mr. Marlowe. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more exclusive interviews like this. Go Cardinals and St. Michael's defend us.